We are soldiers. Thank you, Massa. Bro, it ain't bipolar. It's called having real emotions and not being bogged down by the lies and the drugs of regular society, bro. Welcome to Hippieville. Welcome to Fifi's. Right beside you. Tonight we're fighting for our lives. Thank you, Massa. Hear your battle cry. Your battle cry. We are the ones who will never be broken. Ah! To our final breath, we'll fight to the death. We are soldiers. We are soldiers.
I was muted on this as well. The actual is this current. He's in a car. No, this is just the intro. I'm confusing people on YouTube. So if you want to watch the video and live chat, those in the space, I put the link there. This guy, I guess I confused you guys on YouTube. This is not current. This is not new. I'm basically picking up where I left off from 2 days ago when we were listening rant about AIs and bots and all that jazz. And then, here, let me get this off the screen. And then we also got an update from Conger basically saying where he was, at least the last time we knew where he was. So he came up with this crazy story to a homeless shelter. It's kind of like a repurposed hotel, homeless place. He said that his house burned down in a fire, and then he met a woman, and he didn't know that the woman was married. And then the woman's husband came home from Iraq, and all hell broke loose. And then he ended up just being homeless, and that's how he talked his way into getting into the place that he was the last time we seen him. He also was going by the name Steven something. I don't know exactly what the last name was. So it's completely lying about everything. So I have like the rest of what he was talking about from when we last left off. And let me get that pulled up for us. And it's early. It's fucking early. We've been out of Iraq for years, yet he says, yeah, I know, right? He just came home from Iraq.
It's probably going to be pretty different, and I can handle things here really, really good, but there is the infrastructure, and like, I'd be lying if I said I didn't rely heavily on the infrastructure in the past. So like, we'll see what happens. But what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to try to finish off what I started here in a good way. And I think that's really what was eating at my conscience. And that's why I was kind of being a dick, and that's why I've been so irritable, I think, is not only I was trying to quit smoking, but also it's like, I know I was willing to just take a walk from everything, which I could do. I mean, everything I'm doing is like extra for people. So there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, it's kind of like, it's my word. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came here, I'm like, I'm going to take care of this situation, and I'm going to try and make something of it for myself too, So I'm going to keep to my word, and then I'll start on this next journey. But I think we're going across the ocean. I think we're going to go across the Pacific.
What? He's going? Where does he think he's going? He's going what? Over to Europe? What the? Wait, that's new.
Probably up into Novosibirsk. I will come. I don't know. My intuition is telling me to come back for Japan.
Oh, Japan. The Pacific. I don't even know which is the Pacific or Atlantic. Look at me. Yeah, I guess that would be the other way. He's going to Japan. I mean, that's kind of sus.
As much as I want to go to Japan and drive 340 miles an hour on the interstate, or whatever they call the interstate, because that's the thing there, by the way. They got roads there that you could just fucking rip. Not even like better than the Autobahn. No offense. Love my Germans. I'm part German.
He doesn't even have a license right now. Why is he fantasizing about like letting it rip on the highway of Japan? Like, I think he just wants to buy young girls' panties and fucking vending machines, bro. Japan has a lot of weird shit over there, bro. I don't know what the exchange rate is. I don't know if things cost less there or anything. Probably not. I mean, like, Japan is pretty well developed. They got a lot of technology. There's also like nowhere to live in Japan. Everyone's pretty crammed there. I don't think James, with his antisocial personality bullshit, is gonna like Japan at all if he has actually planned on going there.
But sounds fucking cool. But I'm probably gonna whip my way through to get over to Moscow, and go from there. But I'm gonna need to have some sort of a detour. Maybe we go down through Azerbaijan, do like the Middle East first or something like that, because it's the situation in Russia is like super hyped up, and in Ukraine, but it's actually less dangerous economically in the Middle East right now.
He couldn't even make it on Skid Row. He wants to go to like fucking Russia and the Middle East to make it to Japan. I don't know. I hope he brings a fucking phone with him if he does that.
And I know more people that we could have fun in the Middle East, which I know sounds like fucking great. Like, how do you have fun in the Middle East? But you could. There's actually a lot to do in the Middle East, and also a lot of charity work to be done. And the likelihood of something happening to you when you're traveling in a group that's prepared for those situations is much less likely. So, like, I'm thinking I might be able to.
We might not even hear any. Is he done talking about bots and AI and shit? I was sleeping during this. This is at 1 a.m. So I didn't know what the fuck he said. I just assumed he was going to keep going on about bots and AI. I might have to rename these.
Go cut down through and just have some fun. Maybe like make our way to Egypt. Go like do Africa first and then come back up for Europe whenever they're.
What the? He's going all over the world at this point. Jesus Christ.
Done fighting up there. But I'm going to see the fucking world. I'm going to see the world. That's it. That's that. So, yeah. But I have to say I do miss the first real girlfriend I ever had.
Here we go. He's not even supposed to mention her on social media at all. It's part of the thing that's active until 2025. I don't know why he keeps bringing her up.
And I ended up getting a wife after my girlfriend.
Yeah, he says if you can't feed yourself in Pennsylvania, you might want to skip Japan.
And I felt so weird putting my girlfriend down, getting rid of her in my life.
What? No. Okay, she got rid of you. Technically, this state got rid of you too because she was too scared to press charges on you. So the state actually pressed charges against you for her, which is that wasn't your decision at all. That wasn't James. He's still fucking going on about her. Like right now, he's going on about her again. Oh my goodness. I can't do this too much. I got to preface. I'm going to be gone by noon. And then if you're watching this on YouTube, this is going to auto redirect to, there's going to be archive channel playing from the second, like auto redirect you to that. And then I'll post that on Twitter once that's live. So you guys have some Saroka shit. And then I got to go back to work. And then when I come back, I was actually thinking about maybe like looking into aliens tonight because I'm kind of sick of Saroka right now. But I'll still keep you guys updated, obviously.
Sent her off to another man.
You didn't send her off anywhere. I forgot he was going on about his ex. Oh my goodness. I got ADD.
Same as dying. And I traded her in for someone a little more slim.
Wait, maybe he's not. I don't know what he's talking about now. There's only ever been one woman, as far as I know.
And God, to this day, she gets me harder than any other woman I've ever met. Just thinking about her.
Was there a first woman before his ex? Like the ex?
So anyway, where was I? When you're really hungry, that broth tastes incredible. Oh God.
Why don't you just eat normal food? The chicken broth or the whatever the broth is, bone broth, beef broth. I don't know what the fucking broth you got.
But yeah, I'm thinking I actually, if I go down through Azerbaijan, I might be able to make a fuck ton of money actually.
Where does he get this from? Like, what made him get up and think, you know what? I bet you I can make a lot of money over in Azerbaijan or whatever the fuck he just said.
With everything going on there right now, we might be able to just pick a thing up or two and have some fun.
Might be able to scam a whole bunch of people. That's what James means when he means have some fun.
So we'll see what happens, but I don't know yet. What I can tell you is I could ride the entire Trans-Siberian Railway and have phone service this time, which would be fucking crazy.
I watched Carl Pilkington ride this Trans-Siberian Railway, and it looked like it was pretty boring. Like it's just a whole bunch of people on a train for a really long time, and they're kind of all crammed together too. I think, well, no, there's I guess different classes, but it's like it's a train ride for a really long time. I don't know what he's expecting it to be. He's looking at us now. To be fair, anywhere he goes, he just kind of sits there and does the same bullshit, so it doesn't really matter.
But I'm just a liar. Sorry.
I mean, that's true. I don't know where that came from, but yeah.
Anyway. I've been losing weight. That gut that I said I had like disappeared in the past 2 nights. It's really weird.
Okay.
Abraham, I did not have to block you. You have your first, last name, and your photo. I'm proud. Jada, welcome to Biga.
That's his new criteria as well. I think we went over that yesterday. You gotta have your first, your last name, and your photo, or else James is gonna block you. He's on this account, the Step account, the original Step. He hasn't been live. He still hasn't been live. No updates as of like the 15th. I don't know what he's been up to today, yesterday. Basically, since the 10th, I have no idea where James has been for the past 5 days. Maybe he got his life together and he's embarrassed by it because he's not a super social media celebrity. That's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario, I guess, is he's dead. Someone got stabbed, right, and died on the Walk of Fame, which is James's place. Well, James's favorite place to be when he's not sheltered. So I don't know. I have to find. I don't know.
That's why I have a migraine. I'm fucking hungry.
I thought he had a migraine because he smoked like a whole pack of cigarettes.
I'm finally cutting myself off from regular foods. I'm making sure that from now on I get organics and things of that nature.
Maybe you should make sure you get a job first before you get like super picky with your eating. Yeah, you got like he's getting picky with the deodorant and the toothpaste too. He's like, I don't do toothpaste with fluoride. I don't do deodorant with. I don't even know what was wrong with the deodorant, to be honest.
And I, like I said, I just have to find someone who's willing to go get my food for me. Then I'll pay them to go get my food. Everybody's looking for money. Everybody's always looking for money, especially around here. So I'll find someone willing to, I trade some cash and have them go pick up some groceries.
Why can't he just do that? What? Why is he making things? Okay, let me get this straight, James. You're gonna go walk through like Russia and the Middle East or Hashamadashamafan or wherever the hell you said, some of like the most dangerous places on this earth, but you won't walk to the grocery store and get your own groceries. I totally believe it.
As long as they don't pull the old, oh, they didn't have that. They actually kept it in their car. Excuse me. I also have to get some coconut, but not butter, coconut, aloe vera. Like,
you have a whole bucket of aloe vera juice that just slap that on. I don't even know what he needs it for. I'm assuming his skin because he's looking at his skin, and coconut butter's usually used for his skin. At least I think it is.
Thank you. You're welcome, Jada. Wow, that sounded so pretentious. I need to get some cream for scars. I still have a bullet hole that is healing.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I need cream for scars because I got a bullet hole that's healing. Bro, you don't got a bullet hole that's healing. Can he show the bullet hole? Do you think he's gonna show us the bullet hole, guys?
I'm not kidding you. Oh my god. They're like, we need to protect you. And I'm over here like,
We need to protect you by shooting you? Or what are you talking about here?
I lived. I'm the one that lived. You if anybody would need if anyone needs protection, you need my protection more than I need yours.
But you're the one who got
get
shot.
a great
But you're the one that got shot though in your crazy story.
and it's like the end of the world. And I took it through the leg and I walked. I'm serious. I fucking walked till that motherfucker healed. Thank God the street is full of drunks. It was sterile every day. And it hurt to the point of almost passing out for about 3 weeks.
So what is he implying that like since the street's full of drunks, he just like yo, drunk people, you want to splash some of your alcohol onto my open wound? I'm just gonna walk off this bullet hole. That we've been following him pretty much the whole time he's got out of jail. I don't ever remember him getting fucking shot. Like what? I don't remember him saying this or doing this. Did anyone else catch this? I don't remember anyone else even talking about this. He says he got shot.
But I'm finally starting to feel it emotionally, which isn't that
I'm finally starting to feel the bullet hole emotional thing.
long after. So that's pretty good, if you ask me. Drama beats trauma every time. This is why people think I'm crazy.
See, that needs to be one of Jim's songs because he wants to be a singer-songwriter, right? Like drama beats trauma. He can make it catchy like a Taylor Swift song, his fucking cousin or whatever he says it is.
But it's okay. People really don't think I'm crazy, though. Not too many of them. Thankfully. Thanks for the follow, Jada. Jada goes, cocoa butter for sunburn? Love the smell. Sunburn? You're so sweet. Let me look at you. Okay. So that we're aware. Whoa. So that we're aware.
He's getting the noise canceling headphones out. I guess the voices in his head are too loud because we hear everything else in the background. Whenever it has music on, whenever there's someone like stomping around, we hear it. So I don't know why he's getting the noise canceling headphones out. He just has to like scream over top of his own fucking thoughts.
Christ almighty. I'm fine.
You don't seem fine. These are noise canceling headphones. So like when you're a drummer and you play in a band, like that's really loud shit. You don't want your ears blowing up or your eardrums blowing out. So you wear these things. It's for like fucking drummers or construction workers that deal with like super high levels of sound to the point where normal earplugs, the ones that just stick in yours, won't work. And for some reason, he throws these on every now and then and just starts like yelling at us.
So I'm just weird. Like, what do you want from me? I like to just not give a fuck about society. And that, like, as long as it looks like I don't give a fuck, then I can give a fuck and not be bothered while I give a fuck. What was I saying? This is, oh my God, I literally do seem like somebody who has a fucking problem. I don't, I swear. I'm just like,
I'm just wearing noise canceling headphones at 1 a.m, bitch. I guess like what would 1 a.m be his time? Like 10, 11, 12, 1. Yeah, it'd be like 11, I guess. Wait, no, it'd be 10 p.m. That's still pretty weird. Like it would have been weirder at 1 a.m, sure, but it's still fucking weird.
Coping in a temporary way. I don't always do this. This is just like right now. Like this has become like a temporary way for me to deal with some of what I have going on. Why double down on some other things I need to do? My weirdo light shines bright. Aw, very sweet.
Gigaman Silence says this helps people who are coping with sensory overload, but like there's nothing going on. There's nothing happening to him. It's not something to criticize. It's like a really basic therapy shit. I could understand if I don't know, he was alone or something. He's putting himself out, like, I don't know. It's just fucking weird.
We gotta have first and last names and one photo of thyself on the profile for this account. I have one other account. We will work.
Like, why not just shut off the live stream? Why are you putting fucking noise canceling headphones on to tell us crazy, insane shit that'll probably get him more in trouble than like help him in any way, shape, or form?
Work that out later. Beauty, thanks for the follow. But just make sure you get your first and last name and a photo of yourself on your profile or at the end of the broadcast. Because at the end of the broadcast, I do go through the follow list and I block anybody that doesn't have first name, last name, and a photo of themselves. Just because like things have gotten to a point where I have to, because people don't want to be smart. They just want to frickin' worry about whether or not they can buy the premium cat food, whether or not people die. So I got it.
It makes no sense at all. That makes no sense at all, James. So like, if he just followed the rules, it'd be fine. He's supposed to be out looking for a job, not live streaming all day, all night, keeping his neighbors up, causing a ruckus. Like if he, I don't know, if I could have any bit of empathy for James, I'd feel bad, I guess, with the noise canceling headphones, but I don't because he's a piece of shit. So I guess like I'm kind of glad. I'm glad that he needs noise canceling headphones to fucking function because he's fucked up a lot of other people in a lot of different ways. So it's like kind of karmatic, I guess. Is karmatic a word? It's karma.
No problem. Anyway.
No, see, I get that. Like using noise canceling headphones during fireworks season because that can trigger like PTSD. But James is just sitting alone in a room, keeping up a bunch of people in the other rooms because he's angry. No, I can agree with that. We don't need empathy. We need perspective.
I've seen more people die in my life than I care to admit.
We need perspective and understanding, so we get less people that turn out this way. No, I can agree with that.
More than I ever will admit. You'll never get the truth out of me. I guarantee you that. But death itself is my best friend. Death as a human passage is morbidly impossible to ever be okay with as long as you have a healthy brain. Jada goes, there's crazy people on this app. I don't want people to know my last name. People would dox me. Then you gotta go to my other account. just unfollow me and message me. I read an article, some guy was swatted by police and died.
Was he like, why does James want to know people's personal information, like docs? Because that's like a valid reason to not want to have your picture and first and last name, especially if you're American, in some sketchy Bigo stream from a guy who's been to jail twice. Like that's a pretty valid reason. But he's like, no, you gotta just message me it then, and then I'll let you on. No, you didn't hijack anything. I appreciate you, and I appreciate different perspectives.
Well, over a video game on Twitch. What did he do though? But like, what was he doing? Like, he had to have said something or been doing something. Like, it happens a lot. But what I've seen is,
I mean, it's on Netflix, James. You could watch it. It's what is that Netflix documentary actually? Tipster's like, I'm in a Netflix documentary, but it was the episode about being a Nazi. So I don't know if that's a flex that he really wants to do there. I can't remember what it's called. It was like something like the dangers of the web or something. But there's a swatter guy that he just swatted people for no reason, just for like clout, basically, and he went to prison for it. I think the guy just like killed him in the video game. He got mad about it, so he hired the swatter to swat him, and then he got killed, and it was bad. It was sad.
Is the ones that get shot, there's usually like either a reason or he was offed to be.
No, there's no reason. Like the SWAT team thought that he was holding someone kidnapped or something. So when someone came out, they shot him.
Totally honest. Me personally, if I ever die by police, I'm just letting you know that it probably had to do something with corruption. I'm sorry to tell you, but the
or police officers are put under a huge amount of pressure and put into crazy situations where, like, we're all human. You can accidentally pull a trigger and you can accidentally kill someone, and it's bad. So you should probably just try not to put yourself in those situations, which is why swatting is so bad in the first place. Like, don't fucking swat people.
The likelihood is that if I ever die within like police custody or governmental custody of any kind or mental health custody, if I ever die in custody of any of those types of organizations, I was murdered. It's not funny, but how am I supposed to cope? Okay. I don't know how to cope with that. But honestly, that's the likelihood. It's a real thing. Paranoia would have been wonderful, but it kind of came off the table a little while ago. So I did use my first name and picture. Listen, you don't have to do it here. Like I said, just this account is not for the faint of heart. All right, this account is made for people who are safe to put their first, last name and picture. Like even the content is geared towards people, and normally people are like, I don't give a fuck, whatever happens to people happens to people. Say la vie, it's your problem. I can't live with myself doing that. Okay, so
he still hasn't given us an exact reason. He's just like, you need to have your docs in front of me to be able to understand and appreciate this content. It's the exact same content as his other channel. I don't know. I don't get it.
I'm a little more labor intensive with how I handle my entire account. This account is not made for virality or fame or an audience. It's made like it's essentially like a conversation piece and an experimental broadcast to like delve further into the development of artificial intelligence. And that's like,
oh, okay. Yeah. So we are back on the page now. I did not clickbait with fake titles. It all leads back to AI and VMs. Well, I should have known, I should have known.
Mostly what people are involved in with me right now, as we're doing this broadcast, and the willingness to like engage with one another in a public basis using our actual identities. So, like my thing, people already know who I am. So like,
So I don't need to put my real name in there. You guys have to. So I guess his reasoning is so we can filter out the bots. Is that why? He uses AI. He's talking about AI. He needs to know what are the bots and what aren't the bots.
that is literally the one reason I have this switched up, is so that it doesn't incite the greed of people that otherwise would have the ability to far too easily get very greedy. So thankfully, that is the only thing I have to do to have bought enough time to just allow for proper justice instead of having to deal with that.
Okay.
The people called the police and lied on him. Well, I'm sorry, but that's not enough. Especially if you're a streamer. If you're like an actual streamer, the police usually know you. Like there's a list, like a database.
No, there's tons of whatever. I don't know why I'm arguing with someone who said, yeah, there's no point. But no, like a police isn't gonna know every single streamer that streams Call of Duty. You know, that's completely unrealistic.
I'm in it. I should know. So, like, there's a list of people that do what we do, and they always know ahead of time whether or not you're actually doing the thing they're claiming. Like
Minority Report
I said, unless you really fucked up with the government or some shit, and then they'll frame you, and then they'll come after you for something that they really don't need to come after you for, but they could get away with coming after you for. But as far as a murder, like to murder a kid, I'm not afraid to touch that situation, but I don't know that I necessarily want to know. The caller said he had weapons and they made it up because they were mad they lost the game. Well, that's a wonderful cover story.
That's what happened. Whatever.
I've been on the other end of a cover story, so I'm not really going to be too nice about it. I don't really care. You know, I highly doubt that's what actually happened, but it's a possibility. I've seen people do dumber things, but I've never had law enforcement be that stupid with me. If I'm going to be totally honest, like I've never had law enforcement be that ill-advised and behave in that fashion with me.
I guess there's it kind of makes a little bit of sense why he would be like, I don't believe it, because I guess he gets the cops called on him, right? And he's never been shot by the police, and it's never escalated to that point. I don't know if anyone's ever tried to actually SWAT like where he's been staying or anything, or made up something like, oh, he has a bunch of weapons or he has a bomb or something that would invoke the police to shoot him. Most of the time it's just like, just so you guys are aware, this is a really bad guy, and I don't know if you want your brand or anything, or just you yourself associated with him. That's pretty much the only reason I've seen people reach out. Or if he's like trying to do something illegal, obviously people reach out for that. But I've never seen them frame a situation, at least with James, to make it escalate to the point where he would get swatted or shot. But I could see why he'd think people would try to do that to him.
Like they've always been decently patient. I have to, if to be totally honest, I mean, now there was a certain situation where things got blown out of proportion because like they just fucking didn't listen for shit. So they did that to themselves, honestly. That was their own karma, and I got caught up in the whole fucking process of somebody else's bullshit karma. Tore my goddamn family apart. But whatever, right? Here's your life. Say thank you. Don't worry. I'll be back. Like Arnold motherfucking Schwarzenegger. I will be back.
Okay.
Legally, all right? Like Baby Bunny. Like Baby Bunny Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What the fuck is Baby Bunny Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Leave it at that. Be nice. Don't fucking take it the wrong way and be a dick. I have a lot of witnesses. I really do. I have endless witnesses to me stating all the different ways that I'm saying things and not just, and they're like, well, we could put them in court and then draw them out. It's not going to work that way. Like, you're sooner going to get your phone hacked by people that I've never even met, just so you know. So.
Yeah, I gotta show you guys. I'll find the video maybe for the next stream. But he was playing music in like one headphone. He's like, they're trying to hack into the mainframe, and this is how I stopped them from doing it. I got another phone set up that I can see when they did it, and he won't show us how he knows. Like, he just knows somehow. It's interesting. I don't know what he's basing this off of. I think just because the TV is glitchy. I think that's what he's basing it all off of, but I can't be sure.
I can't stop these people. And then the cops get mad at me, or did. Now they finally found out. They're like, wait, this kid really he's not the mastermind of the crazy shit. I'm like, no, I'm the smart kid that keeps getting taken in. I'm the smart person that keeps getting taken advantage of. I'm not a criminal.
I don't know who. Imagine anyone taking advantage of Jimmy. Does Jimmy still think he's going to be a master Call of Duty player? I was going to say, I haven't heard him talk about that in a while. He was in competitions, at least on Call of Duty Mobile, if that counts for anything. Was it back in June, maybe June, July? And then that fizzled out. I don't think we saw him again. He was doing that like public libraries and stuff, and I don't think he was very good.
Jesus. I was a dick for 5 seconds to save somebody's life. That's it. Now I'm telling you, it's time to move on. All right. Thanks for the hearts. Tanya, and Tanya, welcome to Vigo. Guys.
He's scoping out the bots.
Guys, I did it. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
No, I see you. I see nothing else has really happened on the screen. Jada's explanation of the swatting is still up on screen from like minutes ago. I'm not going to say. It's been about like 5-10 minutes. That's the only thing that's up there. I don't know what he expects us to see. Let's find out.
I just periscoped Bigo. Now, hopefully, you guys are getting some revelations, some answers on how I did what I did. See, at that point, Periscope's algo was already more advanced. I didn't hack the algo. I inverted it. Didn't break any terms of service. Didn't break the law. Didn't break any rules. Didn't violate any societal norms at that point in time. See, Bigo, their algorithm is less advanced. But their what do you call it? Their AI is more advanced. Like, the artificial intelligence involved on the platform is more advanced because it'll actually talk to you and whatnot.
Yeah, but so would, there was a program back in like the 90s that could do the same shit. It's just like, of course it's more advanced because it's 2023. It's not that, it's programmed into the app itself. There's just fake users, fake numbers. You really think there's 181 people watching him and no one's saying anything? And he's just banned like a whole bunch of real people. Like, it doesn't make any sense. For him to be so amazed by it, it doesn't make any sense to me. Especially since he's been on this platform since May, and he's just picking up on it now. Like, what?
I think I just added my last name. Okay, cool. Does it show now? I got you, no worries.
Tanya says, I'm reporting your account. You can't threaten to block people if they don't add their full name. Oh, Tanya. That sounds a lot like Evil Matt, who's only quasi-evil Matt. At least I think, yeah, I kept him at quasi-evil. Sounds a lot like something he'd say.
Tanya goes, I'm reporting your account. You can't threaten to block people if they don't add their full name. Yeah, I actually can. It's not against the rules.
I think James might be right here. I think you can block people for whatever reason you want. You just can't, I don't know, paywall them, I guess. Like, I think there might be a rule where it's like, you can't block a person from engaging in your content. You have to pay me to watch my shit. Then I don't think Beagle likes that. But anything else, like, you'd be like, I don't like your name. I'm gonna block you. I just don't like you. I'm gonna block you. That's what blocking's for.
It's actually it's a community thing, and you're just trying to make it like, yo, see, I told you, it's fucking, it's middle class white bitch heaven.
Tanya says it's our right to stay safe, but it's also like, you don't have to watch his content then. Like, if you think it's a risk to your safety, you just watching James's content, don't watch his content. Like, I've made his content pretty accessible to be watched anonymously on other platforms. I don't think like you really need to risk your safety. I just think this is a silly point to be like arguing with him. You know, there's better points to be to grabbing James's attention with.
All right, well, welcome to it. Don't be mad that my titties are bigger than some of yours. It is what it is. Welcome to reality. Yo, she's trying to fucking middle class this shit. You ready? She wants a cul-de-sac here. Too bad. It's America, bitch. Have a wonderful day. Moving on. Shows it's our right to stay safe. Yeah, it is. So get the fuck out of my broadcast. If you ain't. That's right. If you aren't safe to put your first and last name in a photo on your account, then you ain't safe in my broadcast.
I mean, it's pretty easy to get around this for anyone who can't figure it out themselves. You just grab a random picture, then you put a random first and last name. How do you think I got this recording? I didn't put Steve Live in my picture. Yeah, he doesn't like me. We wouldn't have got this recording. So I don't know. It's Tanya seems upset though.
That's the truth. I'm a safe person. You not being a safe person doesn't make it my problem. I am being the safe person, the responsible person, by informing you that you are not safe unless you are using your name. You do it to yourself. Like literally, she's mad at me for informing her. That's the typical type of person that asks to be informed. I informed you. Should I have just not informed you and just let you fall off? I could have. It's my legal right.
It's legal, right?
How you say?
You just be like, I'm gonna block you, and then you get pissed going another guy. I'm gonna block you. That's what he does to me. Like, I expect it. It's like, it's not something. I do actually. I'm like, James, don't block me, just to piss him off, because then he blocks me. You
know. Informing you is not how it works here. I agree. You're welcome for breaking the rules to save your fucking life. Moving on.
He's doing like some little jazz hands when he's doing this.
I'm going to get some more chicken broth. This isn't a crime. That's a fact.
I mean, got him heated. Is he gonna say anything like off in the distance? I think, behind.
And all the people trying to prove me wrong will just force me into a position where the law gets changed.
What?
They would try and correct the loophole. They're going to be giving up parts of their own lifestyles. That's the irony. You can't do that. Well, guess what? No, you can't do this. Good luck contacting the internet boyfriend you cheat on your husband with. If you change that shit.
He's so angry. I don't think he even banned her. Like, Tanya is like, it's all right to stay safe. It usually would say broadcaster has kicked this person out if he kicked her. So he's just like ranting off screen to her. Where are you, James?
Damn, I'm out of trash.
What does that mean? You're out of trash? You're out of trash, like trash bags, or is trash something you need?
Oh, I do.
What do I do? I don't know. Like, just not have trash in your house, I guess.
Oh, that's right. Money.
Your money to buy trash.
Not even using water. Guys, I'm an addict. I'm not even using water anymore.
I think he's peeing. I hope he's just pouring the chicken broth into a cup.
Straight aloe juice and broth. I'm a hard ass.
Aloe juice and broth. Breakfast of fucking champions.
Oh, and by the way, when you give me crap about the way I dress,
You're not dressed in anything. You're not even wearing anything, James. How could we give you a shit about how you're dressed?
did nobody tell you it's No Shirt Thursday? The memo's supposed to be in your inbox. And if it's not, blame my secretary, because I don't have one. Oh, God, what? What? Come on. Really? We're going there. I can't go there. Doesn't exist. You know what I'm talking about. Don't even try to play me here. I'm allowed to be that smart and just talk the way I'm talking. And if some people think I'm nuts because they can't keep up, so what? What's the matter?
No, I think we follow the bouncing ball pretty well. It's just like it's loopy and doesn't end up anywhere. It just ends up some crazy place I never even thought. Like how I forgot. Well, I didn't forget. I was like, where does this have to do with AI at all? I still don't really know what any of this has to do with AI. It just like he said it's about AI, so I guess it is.
As long as we're all winning, who the fuck cares? There it is. All right.
It's cleaning sunglasses, you know.
I was so fucking paranoid today, man. I really was. That was my first day outside in like a week.
Why? Just like what? You gotta go outside. It's just even just outside the door. Just like dance, breathe in the fresh oxygen.
I was so like just nervous. And I was like ashamed. I felt so bad because like I was hanging out with people and I disappeared. And then I came back. And I felt like people were gonna be mad at me. And they didn't even give a fuck. I'm like, that's even better. Everybody asked though. That made me feel loved.
Yeah, because that's like a normal guy. If they're guys, I'm not gonna go chase around people. They're busy doing their own shit. But if they come out like, hey, like I haven't seen him in a while. You good? Yeah. James like, this is amazing. Which honestly, like that's kind of wholesome. As long as he doesn't try to like scam him or anything.
They're like, oh, where you been? Like, oh my God, you noticed. Because I'm a fucking dweeb. But it's kind of cool. Anyway. I'm a spoiled brat. I am. I really am a spoiled brat. I'm also realizing there's reasons why I'm a spoiled brat. I really thought I was fucking special. And I realize I'm only being treated special because I'm special. If you catch my drift. Now knowing that, I kind of wish I never found out. Because now I'm a fucking, not just a brat, but sometimes an asshole.
So it was like I used to think I was special, and then I realized, damn, I am special. So now I'm just like I only expect the best. That's why I drink broth and aloe juice with no fluorinated water or toothpaste. And what was the other shit? Oh, just the raw meat. This guy, dude.
I don't like being an asshole. But thanks. But I'm spoiled. And that's why, my girlfriend left me. I'm like, fuck are you doing? You realize I got made till the day I die, right? The fuck are you doing? You don't even have to like me. Just like pretend. You don't even gotta sleep with me. You don't even gotta talk to me. Just as long as other people think you're my girlfriend, you do whatever the fuck you want. You get what you want.
I mean, I could pull up so many clips of James talking at his ex and making her talk and everything. Like, he's making it sound. You could have done whatever you want. I could have just gone off to the side as long as he had that status. No, that was never like that at all. She couldn't do fucking anything. She couldn't have a job. She couldn't do anything. She would like get on stream and be like, Happy Valentine's Day. And he'd be like, how dare you wish them a happy Valentine's Day before me? I want to make it sound like you didn't give a fuck about anything she did, you crazy lunatic.
But apparently it was more important she get everything else. I'm like, all right, what are you gonna do? Gotta do it herself. Okay. It's fine with me.
James, when she was with you, you were living out of hotels and begging people for like macaroni and cheese, eating out of napkins. It was terrible. She stuck it out for a long time, like way longer than anyone I know. Than I would have been like that. 3 days into that, should have been like, you're fucking crazy. Like, peace. But no, bro. Like, she actually believed you for whatever reason, and you failed her. And that's your own issue.
Like, you even go get another boyfriend if you want. Just don't not be mine in a way of where people think that you're mine. And then you could kind of just keep using my name and that'd be fine. Pride's a bitch, man. Pride is a bitch.
But at least he's got those cool shades. Look at them shades. How much do we got left here? So it's 28 minutes of, I think, 44 minutes. I'm going to be gone in 9 minutes, so we're not going to be able to get to the end of this. I'll finish it up. I might stream tomorrow. Like I said earlier, I might stream later tonight about aliens, though, not about James. I just want to I was getting into looking into all the alien shit, and I was like, I could just do this on stream. Why not? But yeah, give you guys a warning in case I got to cut it short soon. But if you want to keep watching more Jimmy nonsense, this will auto redirect to the archive channel. That's going to play the latest thing that I have archived. For Twitter people, I'm going to put the link once it's live, and you guys can go watch more Jimmy if you want. I think it's about 3 or 4 hours today. And then the day after that is a long one, I think. I think it's 9 hours again. So, and then I'm basically on this series, on YouTube, I'm going backwards until the archive channel, so we meet each other. And then I don't know what we're going to do from there. I'll figure it out when we get there. But that's my plans for everything.
Oh, man. I do have one. I have one. No, I have two. If I'm not heartless, but if I'm being typical, there's definitely, yeah, no, fuck her. She was a scary bitch. There are 2 chicks that I would love to get back with. By the way, right now this demeanor is I'm testing the AI, just so you know. But I actually am.
The sunglasses is to test the AI. Got it.
There are 2 chicks that I would fucking love to get back with that I had dated. We had dated. My God, 2 of them that I would love to just have the opportunity to sleep with just one time. Because back then I wasn't, I just wasn't sleeping with people yet because I was so busy. religion was a good cover. I have to say, life is a lot harder when I don't have religion as a cover anymore.
As a cover? As meaning like you didn't really believe any of it. It was just good to like have people see you as someone who believed in God so you could get away with shit. Is that what you're saying?
It was such an easy excuse. You know, people would be like, why aren't you fucking chicks? And I'm like, I'm Catholic.
Oh, it was just a good it was a good excuse to be an incel. Got it.
Boom, done. Conversation over. Not another fucking question. Because nobody wants to talk about that. Yeah. Now it's like, why aren't you having sex? And I'm like, no, I just don't feel like it. And they're like, boom, 15 questions, 20 questions. God damn it. Yeah.
I mean, like we live in the day and age where there's like asexuals around now. So like I don't know why if someone's like, I'm asexual, I'm not into sex, I'm like, hi, you do you. I don't really give a shit.
But my actual reason is not health related. It's more focus related.
Oh yeah, James says that he can focus better when he's having sex on a consistent basis.
Like, that's a lie. I don't like a lot of people. I really do have to have an emotional connection to have sex with someone. I really do. I thought I did it.
Oh, James viewed my profile at this point in time when he was saying that. That's kind of gross. I mean, it's not me, but I don't know. I don't give this one away because one of the new, like, this is an account that would be sniping him, so I don't really want to say it.
And then I had sex a couple of times with people that I didn't feel connected to, and it was like whatever, you know. And I felt gross, and it's not a moral thing. I didn't like me. Not an ethical thing. It's just I felt gross for just fucking somebody and not really thinking about it. Because I emotionally compared it to when I had sex and had feelings about it, you know. Holly, welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to Vigo. But yeah, because I could sit here right now and I could think off the top of my head 2 people that I could probably, that I could right now. Not that are like here. Maybe one of them. But
what the fuck is happening right now? What is I hate when he gets into these monologues about sex and his horniness. It's gross.
There's a chick that I met online. I'm like, we don't know each other, but she's got thoughts for me and I got thoughts for her. She doesn't know that I know she's got thoughts for me.
Okay, I'm not even gonna question it right now. I don't have enough time, dude.
She knows that I have the thoughts for her, and I kind of I'll go hang out in a broadcast and admire, listen to her talk in a language I do not understand. I don't know fucking thing she's saying. I'm literally learning the language she knows just by watching her. I'm learning. I think I'm learning Bulgarian just by watching her. While she's talking, I don't have a fucking clue what she's saying, but I'm starting to pick up on words, and she's drop dead gorgeous. And
You said 248?
Jesus Christ, that was really loud.
I can hear you.
Sorry, 1 second.
49?
I don't know. There's like people outside screaming.
See, that's what I was talking about before. Like, if there was actually noise happening in the background, we'd be able to hear it because we heard that, like a bell. I thought that was his TV. There's someone outside being 2.8, and what the fuck is this here? This would have been at 10:35 his time. I don't know if that's like, I don't know what the quiet hours are. Congress said the other day.
Literally, and like that was like super annoying. If I'm being loud, I don't know that I'm being loud. Anyway, that was super creepy.
I don't know what like context would 2.8 be used in other than like drug. I'm just thinking like, what? It was only 2.8. It was supposed to be 3 grams. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck kind of context? 2.8. 2.8? 2.8. No idea.
Moving on. Yeah, but like I said, I don't even know what language she's speaking. Cool as fuck though. Like I've been commenting, and she knows English, but none of her audience is English, so she don't like, or none of her audience speaks English from what I saw, so she's not speaking English. But like I said, I don't mind because like you pay attention to the demeanor, like people's body language, and like I could tell that she's like a real sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck. Like I'm infatuated with an internet chick. You know, like what's wrong with me?
She could be like, and this is how I kill all the people, and this is where I bury the bodies. But James like, that body language. I don't know what thing she's saying, but I love her.
The only thing worse could be one in real life, you know? So, oh well. But it's fine. It'll pass. Always does. Yes, that's literally what I mean.
All right, we're on the last minute here, so I'm gonna wrap up. 33 minutes 26 seconds. I am just gonna keep this tab open for, I guess, tomorrow. We'll pick up tomorrow and finish this up. And yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, this will auto redirect once I end this here to the archive channel. If you want to keep watching Jimmy, I'm not going to be commentating. I got to go back to work. And then I'll see you guys either later tonight or tomorrow. And yeah, bye-bye. And